When severe weather like a tornado or hurricane hits a community, it can take days or even weeks to recover, and for some, even longer. So here with a plan to help prepare your family and your neighborhood for the worst are Bill Reed, the former director of the National Hurricane Center, and Ed Del Grande, a nationally syndicated home improvement columnist. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you guys joining us on the Morning Blend. Let's talk a little bit about severe weather and why it's so critical to prepare for it before it happens.
Absolutely. We've learned through the years that most people don't prepare, and we've also learned from people who do prepare by having a plan for what they will do if severe weather comes, having their home ready for an event of a storm, having their family ready for the event. They will take the right actions when the severe weather approaches and come out the other end of the storm in much better shape than somebody who hasn't even really thought about it and starts reacting when the storm is upon them and may leave out some important steps.
Let's talk specifically about Hurricane Preparedness Week. What are the most important steps, in your opinion, for somebody to take as they plan for a new year and a new season of potential hurricanes?
Number one on my list is, for folks that live along the coast, obviously, is know if you're in an evacuation zone and prepare accordingly by having a plan for how you're going to evacuate, where you're going to evacuate to. Secondly is preparing your family and your home so that you can withstand the rigors of a hurricane should it come in and you're not in the evacuation zone. And number three, a lot of people forget this step. I have personally forgotten to check it sometimes, but go over your insurance policies. Make sure you have enough coverage for windstorm. Flood insurance is sold separately from your homeowner's policies in most cases. Make sure you have the flood insurance if you're in an area that requires it or you feel you need it.
I think people these days more than ever before maybe think about power sources, mostly as it relates to their cell phones. But what happens when people don't have a reliable power source?
Well, if you lose your power during any major storm event, no matter where you live, you're basically you're taken out of the block. I mean, years ago when we lost power, when I was a kid, we could light up candles, play board games and get through it. But today with the internet, communications, more families having special need members at home where you need to keep special equipment going, keeping food in your refrigerator fresh. It really is tough to go without power even for a few hours. We need to stay in communication. And for my own home, and this is what I recommend for everybody else, a standby generator is your best bet to keep your power on during a major weather event, because a standby generator runs on natural gas or propane, so you're not refueling it manually. It's permanently connected to your home's electrical system, and it automatically comes on with a transfer switch, so you don't even have to be home for it to operate. And trust me, I have mine at home, and through any major event where you may lose power, it's going to keep your house up and running, and you'll be a safe haven not only for your family, but for people in your neighborhood who may need help. So if you want more information on standby generators to see what they are, you could go to kohlergenerators.com and check it out.
And Kohler is a Wisconsin company too, so a lot of people will recognize that brand.
Absolutely, and they've been making generators since the 1920s. As a matter of fact, they helped Admiral Byrd discover the South Pole in 1928. So it's a tried and true company, and being from Milwaukee, you know as well as I do how important that is to your community down there. And
maintaining access to a reliable power source, as you both mentioned, is critical in case of severe weather. And very interesting too to note that you don't have to be home to turn on a switch or to power it if power goes down.
Yeah, it really is the new wave in construction, and more contractors are making homes generator ready. So when they're being built, that's the best time to install it. You could save the most money, but even retrofitting to an older house, the prices have come way down for installation in the equipment, and you cannot beat a standby generator for backup power.
Bill and Ed, thank you for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. And here's that website again so that you can check and find out more about the generator we mentioned to you this morning. It's kohlergenerators.com.